We're going to Meiz Hashem do now Daf Nun Vav Amud Beis, the Daf from the old Shas, and the Mishnah Shtei Chaburis. Dog the Mishnah Shtei Chaburis. Shahoyu oichlos beweis echad. Elo heeft paneem elig boichlem, elo heeft paneem elig boichlem. So the Mishnah says they're taking one carbon pesach and dividing it into two chaburas. Each person is not allowed to eat in two makoimas. That's what this Tana holds. You're allowed to take one pesach and make two chaburas out of it, but the person that eats is not allowed to come and change his seat. That's why you have to turn your face like this. You wouldn't come to eat in another place. However, the water, the warm water can be in the middle, and we're not choishes that the shamish is going to come over to the other chabura to finish his suda. The shamish and the shamish wants to come bring water from the hot kettle. He has to close his mouth, then he can turn his face. He has to show everybody that he's not, from now on, he's not eating. He's not going to eat something in the other chabura. It could mean he's not going to eat from their stuff also. That's kal v'chomer, it's also because he's eating from shalolim nuyov. But even he's not going to take stuff from here and eat somewhere else. But I think the Mishnah means more that he's not going to eat something there. Until comes back to his chabura and then he can continue eating. So he has to show for everybody that he's not going to eat in the other chabur. However, a kala is allowed. Remember, said a kala is bayish. She doesn't like when people look on her face. So she can, if she sits in a chabura, she can turn her face to one side like this. Nobody will look at her. It's not an isser. It's not an isser. However, if the mission holds it, what's the problem? But again, it could be that she's going to turn her face to one side and then she's going to turn back. So it could be similar to Oichel B'Shnei Mekoimes. Kamash Malan, even that's not shaykh here. So look at the Gemara. Ksiv lesoitzim merabasem merabasa chutza. So you shouldn't take out anything outside. Only at the chutz labayis, chutz chabura minai. How do you know you're not allowed to take a piece of meat outside? The people are sitting in one area and you're taking it out into a different area. It's also allowed. It goes on anything. You shouldn't even not out of the house, just from out of chabura. He's asking a question. Why do you need the two things here? You shouldn't take out from the chabura, you shouldn't take out from the bayis. The kal v'chomer. Ma'adach yichayv if you moitzi chutz la chabura, kal v'chomer if you moitzi chutz la bayis. So then this Gemara answers, boy, hoitzim chabura la chabura shnei batim chayv shtayim. Should lo tzaitzim la bayis, should tzaitzim chutza. You could say a simple answer that you take it to Mirchayv Shtayim. And it looks like it's not so clear, but it looks like it's an answer. Rabbi Imi is answering Ramana, but I'm not sure so I'm not going to make it as an answer because I'm not sure if that's the right pshat here. So the Gemara, Nimnu ala Pesach. Here comes an interesting Yishalmi, a few interesting chakiras, and hopefully we'll say the right shot. Not so clear, but hopefully we will have to the Amos here. So that's the Gemara says, Imi boy. I'm sorry, Nimnu ala Pesach. So that's what we just had now. You have a chabura, you cannot take out anything from this chabura. if 2 or 3 people took out, then they're potter. What does this mean? The interesting halacha that even though they took it out of the chabura, they're potter. Kulam ru'im lava etz lashnayim v'yigmur sham achila v'shuv le'mikah itzah chutz l'chabura. Imagine you have, let's say, make an example. You have, let's say, 10 people, and 3 people took out their portion in a different area. So we could say, who says it's chutz l'chabura? Maybe all the other 7 people will come to us. And maybe this will become the new place. It's not chutz l'chabura because the whole chabura is here. Now, listen to this. Hagam, these people themselves cannot continue eating here because they started already. Doesn't matter. They can come here. What does it mean? They cannot continue eating here, these people. Okay. So they will have a problem, but still they can come here. I'm going to read how they could go on. Gone 7 Hanoisorim. Shehain means ha7. The Tani now is going to bring the main brisa about this whole thing of shtei chaburas. You can take one pesach and split it into 2. As we said before, the shit of the Mishnah goes that you can take one carbon and split it into 2 chaburas, but you're not allowed to start a whole chabura in one area and then continue eating in a different area. That's what I say. So, according to Tanakama, if these 7 people will go to where the 3 people left and continue eating, they'll be over on a say. But Lamaisa, they can just they can still somehow, they can end up there, and then that'll be the new makam. So he's not over of the lab on moitzi mechutz l'chabura. If few people did it, I guess you only say if few people did it, then we say that they're not over. The Tani, af oichlem oisai b'shnei mekaymes. No, he says the opposite. The person that eats it can eat here and go there. It means you're not allowed to divide a carbon into 2 chaburas. Parts you eat inside, let's say the room, or parts outside the room. It means basically 2 chaburas. But one person or one chabura is allowed to take his pesach and eat it here and then continue eating in a different place. It's not an isser. Now he's saying the Reb Shimon, according to Reb Shimon, Yochach Hoyzik Zayas Chutz L'Chabura Mneshach Berusa Rum Esla Nifter Meloi Sase. I think this whole thing here, the Gemara says Reb Shimon, I think this whole thing belongs really before that Even a yachid. I think this is shaykh le'el. Shaykh le'el. Yachid shehoisich chizayis l'chabura le'Reb Shimon. According to Reb Shimon. So even the yachid. Before we said only 2 or 3 people. Now we're saying that according to Reb Shimon, there's no loisaisa even. There's no loisaisa even by a single person. Even a single person, since according to Reb Shimon, there's no isser b'chalal to change your place. That's why even a single person, afili yochid. So I think we have to just add here the word afili. We should understand that this is the chiddush here, what the Gemara is saying now, afili. Now the Gemara is going to ask on. We said Shnai Meshleish Pturim, according to Rabbanon, right? So he's saying like this: he says, first of all, even the Rabbanon would agree to this. Second of all, he's asking a filibasela Yehu. What does it mean? He's trying to say, even according to Rabbanon, who says as I say? Could be the guy that continues, a filibasela Yehu, Shema Nase Ze Mekoi When do we say Bnei Chabura that there's an essay if they continue eating, if for no good reason? But here they're doing it for a reason, right? Because they want to help out this yochid. They want to save him from a lav. Shemanasa Mokoim Achodesh. Okay. I know this is a little bit complicated, but this I think is the best shot. Shamash och gezayt mit zayt tanu, im pekech manas keiser menu. Im lot lach kovet bam euchle mit zayt tanu. Im lab list chelke euchle koim tanu. Om der leit kep shimon. According to Shimon, it's not a problem. I mean, okay, I think we have to let these for the next tape because it's a long omet still. Okay, I'll stop here.